let's do a little update. Okay, so the sleep study, I ended up doing that in Anchorage. By now it's been a couple of weeks. So what ended up happening is that this thing, the tubing or whatever, the canal, is like severely more than what I thought originally. I had another doctor look at me here a couple of days ago, and yeah, it is really bad. And apparently, so up here, there you got everybody has like two little balls inside, and then down here, the ones up top are a little bit smaller than the ones on the bottom. They are not supposed to be touching. They're not supposed to be touching. Usually people will have either the cricket thingy or like the thing, and they were asking me, have you ever gone to a fight? Have you ever got like broke your nose or anything like that? Nope, never. So I was born with it crooked, which means it's only gonna get, no, that one's gonna stay the same, but because of the balls down here that now apparently are getting bigger since they checked me out at the sleep study. It's been a couple weeks, and then they checked me out again a couple of days ago. It's gotten worse. So these two are actually now touching, which means it is getting bigger. So surgery is, she doesn't want to say for sure because she's not that particular doctor, but she, with her expertise and stuff, that's almost a guaranteed surgery. But again, she doesn't want to say for sure because what happens if I go out there and they say, actually, no, they're completely wrong. They don't know anything and I'm fine. So, doctors trying to cover their butts. I totally understand in a legal sense. So, because it is so busy right now, apparently, that I cannot go see the EMT, the ear, nose, mouth doctor people. I'm on the waiting list apparently. So we'll see how long that is. They did say it's going to take a couple months, but if I don't hear from them in about six to 7 weeks, to go ahead and give them a call. So that is that update, and I am not looking forward to that because apparently what is going to happen is that just to check me out, they're going to spray some stuff on my nose, and apparently it's going to taste like burnt bananas. It's going to stay with me for a couple hours afterwards. Then they're going to stick 2 microscopes, one on either side, to actually see what's going on over here in this area, because I'm having problems down here with the canal and the balls and the touching and the swelling and all that stuff. There is actually, I don't even know I forgot what she called it, but anyways, there's something up here that may also be inflamed and causing more issues and blah blah blah. Well, come to find out, I thought I was just going in for a sleep study. But apparently they think that I snore. I have snored my entire life. Like, I have gone to sleep like 2 or 3 sleepovers when my mom used to live in apartments and stuff. I actually had friends for a short time, which I absolutely love that. They would tell me that I would snore. I'm like, really? And that's something like I've always snored. And they said, yeah, it's because you were born with these more than likely already somewhat inflamed for my age, and this being crooked. And that's why they think there might be something else going on over here, because I started snoring at like a very, very, like almost born snoring, because they asked me, how long do you remember people? Because I told her about the sleep. I'm like, oh my gosh, elementary. That was in elementary school. 3rd, 4th grade maybe at most. But yeah, that's going to be very, very interesting. So yeah, that's what ended up happening. But I did love going to the native clinic in Anchorage. It was amazing. The drumming, I love that I was able to sneak in there and kind of in between my doctor's appointments and stuff. So that was really, really, really nice. So awesome there. So that's kind of what's been going on with me as far as my sleep. So right now I just wait. They did tell me to remember. Now I am trying all the techniques to try to go to sleep. So I am a short sleeper, come to find out, and actually since I've been doing it, it's actually been working. So she said, don't go to bed until at least 20 to 30 minutes before you're actually going to go to sleep. Don't watch TV for an hour or two, because that's what I've been doing. I've been watching for like an hour and a half, watching TV before I fall asleep and stuff. Hold on. So they said definitely do not do that anymore. So my routine now is I stay up, I stay away from the room my husband and I have in another room now. So hold on again. Being a fur parent's a lot of work. Okay, so So now my routine is I try not to go into my room at all during the day, especially the couple hours before. So I'm not eating past 8 o'clock, 8:15. I've snuck in a few times that. But I do not eat or drink anything after that time. I do not even try to go to bed until about 11 o'clock. So after that, I watch TV for maybe 20-30 minutes. I turn off the TV. I actually read, apparently to calm down my brain, because if you go from a screen then to sleep, it does take a while for your brain to kind of calm down or whatever. So that's been going on, and it has worked. And I have to be awake up by 7, no later than like 7:15, because I am a short sleeper. So that's been a little bit of a challenge, but it is getting a little bit better. I only wake up maybe now 2 to 3 times a night. So that isn't so bad. That's a big improvement for me for sure. So that is where that is. Let me think. I am still taking my 2 medicines. So what we're going to try to do right now, I'm still going to take them for the next couple months the way everything is supposed to be. After about 2 solid months of transitioning sleep and stuff, and only being in bed when it's time to go to bed, or in the room when it's time for bed, because my mind needs to say, okay, this equals sleep, this over here does not. And my mind has been connecting my bedroom, my sleep, with TV activities, just all kinds of stuff that should not be happening. So now I can feel myself getting a little bit better and stuff. So after 2 months, we're gonna lower the dosage just a bit. I don't know how much. You just said just a bit, and then we will continue from there. We're not doing big long plans. We're just doing little short sprints to get to the end of the race, and the end of the race is me finally being able to sleep. So that's where we are. Hope you guys don't mind, and that's why I keep on pausing, because of loosey goosey.